Hey folks, welcome back to a frosty Ravenwood farm for episode 9, I think. Since the last video, I have skipped through December and most of January, just because there's not a lot to do on the farm. I've just been feeding the cows, basically, but we're out of cash and we have quite a lot of milk, so we are going to fill up the tanker, get the milk sold. We also have quite a lot of slurry. We're getting close to... we're not getting close to being full, but I'm worried that we will get full by the time we need to use it again. So we're going to sell the milk to clear some debt, help fund a slurry tanker, and then get some slurry sold as well. We have a reasonable amount of manure, but I'm not worried about running out of space for that, and we'll save that for spreading on our fields in the spring. We're going to need to fertilise this field. No, we're not actually, but we're going to save the manure for spreading at some point, because I quite like spreading manure, so I don't think I've done it yet in 22, so there we are with that. I think I'm heading the right way. I'm kind of doing this blind, but hey, the dairy is up there somewhere, and then we're going to have to go on from there up to the farmer's market to sell the rest once we fill the dairy, if we fill the dairy. If you enjoy this series or any of my other videos and you aren't already, think about clicking that subscribe button while we do the little journey, and turn on notifications. And you could also hit the like button if you felt like it, or leave me a comment. Either way. Right, let's see how much the dairy are going to take. And if we end up playing this long enough, then we may end up buying the dairy with how much milk we are producing. So the other thing that I have done since the last video, and it hasn't really had an effect yet because the cows still are working their way through puberty, is I've increased the capacity of the pens to 180 rather than 160 rather than 80. So that will allow us to have our first batch of calves once the cows are old enough, although the cows are producing milk. I love Seasons Light. I'm pretty sure I'm driving on the wrong side of the road again all of the time, but not sure on that one. So we have 5,000 litres of milk left in that, and 30,000 litres of milk in the other one. So it's going to take us a couple of trips, but I should get a decent amount in the bank to buy a slurry tanker with. It's probably going to take us a while to pay that back, and anything we have left after buying the slurry tanker will probably pay off the loan, because we have a fairly substantial loan. And hopefully the milk will help us deal with that as we go through. So cow feed wise, I think I've just used the last of the round bales that we made from the headlands and things. And so we'll be moving on to the square bales that we made a couple of episodes ago for future feeding, and we've got about 40,000 litres left of the sorghum silage that we made right at the start. I think that was the second episode of the series. But I think the grass silage that I made last time has fermented by now, so we've got that we can use anyway. Do with sorting out that ramp there, or just backing into there, because this is not ideal. Yeah, then it's just going to be speeding through the rest of winter to spring, I guess. So we'll just see if we can put one more load into the dairy, and then I think I will jump into time-lapse mode at that point. We'll get the last load of milk sold. I'll just quickly show you when we get up to the dairy the slurry tanker that I'm thinking about buying. As with most things, that may change by the time I actually get to the store and then spend half an hour procrastinating about what to buy. Right. If you're wondering why I still have it in kilometers per hour, It's less relevant at the moment. That's because courseplay works when you have it in kilometers per hour at the moment. It doesn't when you have it in miles per hour. It gets the implement width wrong. So if you're having that issue where the auto implement width isn't working, and then when you set it right, it doesn't seem to work, then switch to kilometers and save the game and reload, and it'll sort it. And they are working on fixing that. So we should get another 30-odd thousand for this, I think. I'm impressed with how much the dairy holds. Probably can't check that because I don't own it. Anyway, yep, another $33,000. And if I just jump into the store. So this is what I'm thinking of buying. Holds 21,000 litres and costs us only $52,000. And we'll use one of the tractors to tow it. It's the other option, and they got $52,000 for 21,000 litres, or $95,000 for 30,000 litres. So I think that's much better value. Does it have a hitch on the back? No, it doesn't. See, if it had a hitch on the back, that would be even better because we could daisy chain them up. Anyway, that's what I'm looking at buying. So we'll get back to the farm and get the rest of this milk sold. And future me will be with you in a moment. Very, very disorganized future me, because I played this a week ago and just getting around to editing it and recording some commentary because I've done other stuff. I've also been doing a lot of courseplay videos, and yeah, I kind of lost the motivation to play for a bit. So anyway, we're up at the store and we're going to buy that slurry tanker that I was just showing. So $52,000 to get the slurry moved. I suspect we're not going to make that money back selling the slurry because slurry is not worth very much in FS22, and I've not done it yet where I own the BGA. I do have a private playthrough that I'm doing on Yukon River where I do own a BGA, but I've not looked at the slurry price yet, so I should do that. Planning to get auto drive set up to do this because it's going to be a fairly regular thing, and probably won't be wanting to do it all the time. So just setting up a bit of a route through the BGA to the slurry sell point to get that done. Try and send auto drive off to take us back, and it goes off for a little drive because this bit of the map is not linked up to the other bit of the map with the farm on it. So yeah, that's a bit awkward. So just going to add those bits back in. And then we'll just focus on getting the slurry sold, letting auto drive do the drive for us. So yeah, I kind of just didn't feel that motivated to play and have to think. So I've been messing about on North Dakota a bit, and then Yukon River, just kind of, you know, experimenting and not really playing seriously. So yeah. But we need to get back into things because this is the last video I actually have recorded. And I'm doing this the day before it gets released, so I need to start making some content, I think. I'm probably going to ease up on the courseplay videos because things are changing so quickly in it now that I think the videos that I'm producing are going to become obsolete really quick. So, like I've done the bale wrapping one and the grasswork one, and it looks like the next version we will have bale collecting and wrapping. So, yeah. Just quickly, so we made $6 grand from selling the slurry, and it cost us 50-odd thousand to buy the trailer. So yeah, the economics of that aren't great at the moment, I guess. Depends how long we play on here. Anyway, last straw bale going into the cows. They're going to be without bedding for quite a while unless I go and buy some, which I'm probably not going to do. But for the rest of the episode, we're going to progress through into March, into springtime, and just going to sell off another load of milk because we had quite a lot, and then we're going to do some grass work for a change, which seems to be doing a lot on here, but we have a dairy, so it's kind of going to be a thing, isn't it? The grass has grown. The grass growth seems to grow much quicker in FS22, I think. I guess it's because we don't have real seasons, we have pretend seasons, and yeah, so we're going to get a grass cut. We're going to cut it all for hay, and then next time around, I guess we need to get the bigger field that we have, get the grass ploughed in and get the corn planted. So I filled the dairy up, so we had to go across to the market to sell that, and then paid a little bit of the loan off. Getting the mowers on to the 6M now. I quite like this mowing setup. The only bit that's a bit of pain is because I use VCA GPS and it doesn't have a switch for the offsets that seem to work for these mowers. For plows they work really well, but for this not so much. The other thing that's slightly strange is the headland grass that I cut hasn't regrown yet, but the field grass has, which is strange. Yeah, don't know. I guess they're slightly different growth patterns. I could look in the data and see, but I haven't. We're just going to get all of this mowed up and then tedded and windrowed and baled with our new square baler. We could probably sell the round baler, but I might keep doing round bales of straw because they fit better in the straw blower that we've got, and they're really big, so it means we have to put less bales in the straw blower. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I think we need a really good UK map. We need precision farming, and we need Maize Plus. And I need to be less tired, because that's part of my problem. That's not your problem. So I'm going to try and get courseplay going, starting on the windrowing while we finish the mowing, but I can't get the course to work how I want it. It always wants to start the course at the bottom of the field, and we haven't finished mowing the bottom of the field yet. So going to get it, try again to get it to start at the top of the field, but it doesn't, so we'll just park it out of the way for now. We'll get this a little bit mown, and then we'll get courseplay going on doing tedding, because I dislike tedding, as I've said many times, and we can finish mowing the other field. I do use courseplay quite a bit in this, because although I've done quite a few videos, I've not really played with it a huge amount. I've just sort of done testing, learnt how things worked, and then jumped in and made video. So I've been doing a lot more playing with courseplay. The stuff I'm doing on Yukon River Valley and the stuff I was doing on the North Dakota map, I've done a lot of courseplay on as well, because those are big maps with big fields, or I was playing them with big fields. So just going to drop the rear mower off to do the last bit of grass that we have to do, and we'll grab a bit of fuel on the way through, and a little bit of tidying up, get these tricky areas done. Sorry, that's my phone. I should have muted that before I started recording. Silly mistake. Normally it's on silent all of the time. Oh well. That's this field mown, and we'll then move on to this little bit of grass. I still don't know what to do with this bit of field. It definitely feels too small to be doing anything with the way we have it now, with the bunkers taking up part of it. Yeah, I just haven't decided what I'm going to put in here. I don't really want any placeables. Not a fan really of the productions, although I am using them on my other series. That was more because with wood you kind of end up getting stuck with the carpentry not doing stuff. So time to try and run the tedder at the same time as finishing off the the windrower. At the same time as the tedder finishes. This goes a bit pear-shaped because they crash into each other, and I can't remember if I've recorded it or not, but yeah, it goes a bit wrong. Me just trying to get things done too quickly, or it might be the windrow and the baler crash actually. But I'm going to take over and get these two little areas tedded, so we get hay. We still have a bunker full of silage, so we didn't need to do extra silage. I was half tempted to, but I really want to get a good supply of hay in because we don't have that much. And then we can always use more hay in the TMR than silage if we run low on silage before we get the maize ready. And we've got more grass we can cut as well. So we've got the area that we did the first grass cutting off. I got bored of being in the same clothes, so just messing about changing it. We have a New Holland baler, so we'll have a New Holland t-shirt. I do like this baler. It's base game as well. It's really cool. So we're going to run the baler on courseplay as well, so that I can finish off some of the other bits. And I think this might be where they end up crashing. So I've got it set on the biggest bale size possible, and I obviously didn't record the crash, but just me finishing manually the windrowing on the big field, I think I might have taken over after they crashed. I said it was a week ago that I recorded this. I need to get back into the routine of producing content. It's been a bit, I guess for everyone, it's been a bit of a weird, I had a pretty long Christmas break, 2.5 weeks off of work, and then getting back into work properly this week has just messed everything up really. So yeah, need to get back to it, but also very busy at work, so it is what it is. And we're so close to 1,000 subs. In fact, I'm just going to check while I'm chatting, because we are, you know, literally a few away as I'm recording this. Let's refresh TubeBuddy and see what it tells me. Come on, come on, come on. We're 7 subs away from 1,000 subs. So cool. Anyway, gonna let the bailiff finish up, and then we're gonna call it a day there. So if you did enjoy this video, sorry I'm a bit down today, then like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch you next time.